If someone were to harm my family or a friend or somebody I love, I would eat them. I might end up in jail for 500 years, but I would eat them. If you love two people at the same time, choose the second. Because if you really loved the first one, you wouldn't have fallen for the second. My body is my journal, and my tattoos are my story. We're all damaged in our own way. Nobody's perfect. I think we're all somewhat screwy. Every single one of us. I think everybody's weird. We should all celebrate our individuality and not be embarrassed or ashamed of it. The only creatures that are evolved enough to convey pure love are dogs and infants. Just keep moving forward and don't give a shit about what anybody thinks. Do what you have to do, for you. I try to stay in a constant state of confusion just because of the expression it leaves on my face. When kids hit 1 year old, it's like hanging out with a miniature drunk. You have to hold on to them. They bump into things. They laugh and cry. They urinate. They vomit. You gotta be careful. Don't say a word to nobody about nothing anytime ever. I don't think anybody's necessarily ready for death. You can only hope that when it approaches, you feel like you've said what you wanted to say. Nobody wants to go out in mid-sentence. I always felt like I was meant to have been born in another era, another time. One of the greatest pieces of advice I've ever gotten in my life was from my mom. When I was a little kid, there was a kid who was bugging me at school, and she said, "Okay, I'm gonna tell you what to do. If the kid's bugging you and puts his hands on you, you pick up the nearest rock." I am doing things that are true to me. The only thing I have a problem with is being labeled. My daughter was asked by a little old lady in a London hotel restaurant what her daddy did. She answered, "He's a pirate." I was very proud of that answer. They say the world used to be bigger. The world's still the same, there's just less in it. Everything here is edible, even I'm edible. But that, dear children, is cannibalism, and is in fact frowned upon in most societies. Laugh as much as you breathe and love as long as you live. I don't pretend to be Captain Weird. I just do what I do. They stick you with those names, those labels, rebel, or whatever they like to use. Because they need a label, they need a name. They need something to put the price tag on the back of. Me, I'm dishonest, and you can always trust a dishonest man to be dishonest. Honestly, it's the honest ones you have to watch out for.